Hey crafters, welcome back to another Crafty Creations video by Kalisha. Today we'll be making a fall inspired centerpiece. And here are some of the things you will need to create this. You will need a tabletop sign that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. You will need 2 fall floral picks. I picked up those from the Dollar Tree. You will see what they look like towards the end of the video. You will need these pack of 5 velvet pumpkins that you can get from the Dollar Tree, a 5-gallon paint stir stick. You will need some deco mesh, the 5.5 by 10 yards. You will need 3 pipe cleaners, some white paint, and some candles. I have these LED ones that I use. The first thing we're going to do is paint our base of our centerpiece, which will be our 5-gallon stir stick. We are going to paint that white. Once that dries, then you can go ahead and get started on adding your pipe cleaners. You will need a total of 3 pipe cleaners. You're going to place your pipe cleaners 2 inches away from the end of each side of your paint stir stick. Then you're going to go ahead and take your deco mesh. You're going to cut 4 pieces at 30 inches and 1 piece at 25 inches. Now take one of your 30-inch pieces and we are going to do a ruffle. To do a ruffle, all you have to do is fold in the bottom piece of it and then just scrunch one end to the opposite end. Try to stay in a straight line as much as you can. Then we're going to take that ruffle once it looks like that bow tie and we're going to place it on one end of the paint stick where we have our pipe cleaner. Then for the next one, you're going to do a cruffle. You're going to roll at least 3 times and then place a clip there and then flip it over to the other side. Roll at least 3 more times and then scrunch it up from one end to the next end. And then you're going to place that on top of the ruffle that you just completed. And then you're going to do that for both ends. And then you're going to take your third pipe cleaner and you're going to put that about 2.5 inches away, 2.5 to 3 inches away from the last pipe cleaner. And you're going to take that 25-inch piece that you cut and you're going to make another ruffle. Once you have all your pieces in, then you can take your sign and we are going to hot glue our sign down to the board. To hot glue the sign down, all I did was flip the sign upside down and just followed the bottom ridges of it and just place glue on both of the pumpkins, the bigger one and the smaller one. And then I held it down onto the paint stick for a little while until it became solid. And this is what it looks like once your sign is completely dry to the board. Now let's go ahead and we are going to close off the pipe cleaners that we use because we're not going to use them. So just twist it up a little bit, cut it off, and then fold it into the deco mesh. And then you're just going to fluff up your deco mesh so that it's all pretty and you have somewhere to place your candles. You are going to repeat that on both ends of your centerpiece. So go ahead and cut those other two pipe cleaners off and tuck them down and fluff up your deco mesh. And then we can go ahead and get started on decorations. To decorate our centerpiece, these are the picks that I was talking about. I picked these up from a Dollar Tree as well. I thought they would go well because they have the blue throughout it as well. So now I'm just going to decide which one I want to place where on this centerpiece and just start playing around with it until it looks like what I want it to look like. Now that you know where you want to place your picks, we can go ahead and glue them down. To do that, all we are going to do is take some hot glue and use a generous amount, and we're going to just add it to the tip of the pick, and then we're going to slide it in between the two pumpkins where that extra space is. And you're going to do that on both sides. Once you have your picks added, glued in, then I started messing around with the leaves and I wanted them to stick up against the pumpkins as well. So I just took a little bit of glue and added it to the back of a couple of the leaves and then stuck it to the frame of the back pumpkin. I also had a bushel of extra leaves, so I added some extra bluish greenish leaves to this. Once you figured out where you would like to place those extra leaves, you can go ahead and glue those down as well. Now you're going to take those velvety blue pumpkins that you got and you are going to place one on each side of your centerpiece. And all you have to do is take some hot glue to the bottom of them and stick them to the deco mesh and they will stick perfectly fine. I also wanted to let you guys know that I know you see the back of the pumpkin and you see the price tag, but I did peel that off and I just went ahead and painted the back of it white just to give it a more finished look. Once you have added all of your pumpkins and leaves, this is what your final product will look like. I think it came out perfectly beautiful. It is simple and cute. Thank you once again for creating something with me, and I can't wait to create the next project with you guys. Bye.